Hey, how's it going, guys? Kitty here. Got a Blacklight Retribution commentary for you, which is weird. It's probably the first commentary I've done on my channel so far. So there's that. Before we beginning, I think I go like 26-6 or something like that on this gameplay. But what I wanted to talk about was different playstyles in Blacklight. So there's a bunch of different playstyles that really affected your gameplay. My personal playstyle right now is an aggressive playstyle, but honestly, just when I started this game, I was really defensive. If you knew me from months ago, back in say December or January of last year, I was a really defensive player because I usually used bar, and I used to hide behind blackouts and prox mines and all that. But recently I switched to more aggressive playstyle because it's much more useful for scrims and playing against really good players, because when you're playing defensively, you're relying on your defenses, or basically your teammates or a proxmine or something, to do the work for you. But now I've been relying more on gun skill. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing defensively, but personally it's more useful for me to play aggressively. If you ever played against in a pub or something against me, you'd know that even if I'm really lit, I'll still rush at you, because I don't know, I've just developed that kind of playstyle where I'm rushing at you even if you have like 3 or 4 times my health, because it's important to be confident in your skill, and that's what having an aggressive playstyle is. You're basically extremely confident in your gun skill, so you assume that you can take on the person even if you're at a huge disadvantage. But then again, like every other playstyle, there's always a downside to playing aggressively. And I've learned that by playing like pubs. In scrims it's obvious, but even in pubs, where if you're rushing at the entire enemy team, you're gonna die. There's no denying that. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you're doing 1v5 or 1v4 or whatever, you're most likely gonna die. You're having 4 people or 5 people fire at you at the same time. It's impossible, but it's important to keep a balance between having an extremely aggressive playstyle and playing smart, because you can play aggressively and play extremely stupid. You can rush it 4 or 5 people at a time, or you can peek at them one at a time and pick them off, so you can still 1v4, but you'd be doing it much more efficiently. And I've had to learn that, because switching from a bar, which is extremely defensive, and trying to learn a new playstyle playing aggressively, I try to learn from other people that play aggressively, and I have to be honest, I was really bad at playing aggressive when I started. I was rushing at people like 1v4, 1v5, doing stupid things, instead of waiting around, peeking, and having a little bit more defensive playstyle too, because it's important to mix up your playstyles. It's good to have a balance of defensive and aggressive, not like too much where you're either just camping in a blackout all game, or you're just rushing in at the enemy and dying constantly, because that's the stupid way to play this game. But there are things that stay constant when you're playing Blacklight, and no matter what playstyle you're using, you're gonna have to remember to always keep moving, because everyone has access to wall hacks, so they know exactly where you are at all times. And that's important, so to keep your enemy off track, you have to keep moving, try to surprise them, try to flank them. And that's my biggest problem with pubs, where people, when they're firing at you, they're standing still, so they're easy targets. But it's something that can be easily fixed. You have to move around when you're firing. There's no other way around it. And you have to move around the map when you're playing Blacklight. There's no way around it. You're sitting target or sitting duck when you're not moving. And that's what I noticed. A lot of people that do bad in pubs are ones that are standing still. If you can add movement to your playstyle, that'll improve your game so much. Another thing to keep in mind is that you do have teammates, so use them to your advantage. Don't try to do things by yourself. Don't try to lone wolf it. Don't be that guy that thinks, oh, I can handle 5 or 6 people at the same time. Try and stick with your teammates. If you're doing really bad in pubs and whatnot, your teammates are your biggest help. Even if you're using your teammates as meat shields, it's important to know that they're there as support. I've been called out so many times for using my teammates as meat shields. It's honestly hilarious. But anyways, before I keep rambling on, I wanted to talk about a few updates about the channel. I'm gonna try and get out more videos. I know I haven't been really consistent with my uploads and stuff, but recently I've been starting to work on a sniping montage, and I've got a few people to help me out. Like, I'm Lost is doing an intro for me, and I've got some people to watch like the first minute or so of it and give me feedback. Can expect that out soon, but it's not perfect yet, and it's obviously gonna take time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be trying to push out more videos and do more commentaries, because this is actually pretty fun. I'm gonna do a gameplay breakdown, probably either the next commentary or the one after, where I think it's a domination Seaport where I go like 17-2 or something. It's not a good score, but it really highlights like the importance of my play style, or like the way I play and how I go about playing domination versus all the other game modes, because domination's the only game mode I honestly take seriously. I have like a 90% win ratio on domination. Anyways though, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. I'm gonna finish it off with some music. See you guys next time.